So I hope that you've been getting to know each other, changing information during the intermission. I mean, just listening to Thea and Peter, it's like, wow, we have something in common. So Evanston, it's like, when I had my wisdom tooth, like all 4 wisdom teeth taken out, I went to Evanston because they had the best hummus with olive oil, warm. So I was a chipmunk eating hummus for like entire 2 weeks in Evanston, in Illinois. And ever get a call from an ex in Austin that says, please drive me back to Mendocino so I could meet my new boyfriend and grow pot? Well, that was me. So driving my ex from Austin back to Northern California, yes, I experienced the West Texas tour. And then we stopped somewhere in California. It's like, yes, we spent 3 days in a moving van, stuck together. Just because you're my ex doesn't mean I want to fuck you after all that miles. No. I'm just getting you out of a bad situation. I don't want to get myself into a worse situation with you. So, hopefully you have those sort of exchanges. Like, wow, we've been in the same situation. Peter, right? What's the real story of that road trip through Texas? Our next reader is from SF State, Hollie.
I don't know about this, guys.
Just for Jack.
I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. You guys, if you can't hear me or if you can hear me too good, make the signal.
I hear you too good.
I'm from San Francisco State. Okay.
Do it on the government's dime.
That's where they teach you that if you want to own this space, you got to take off a layer.
Oh, yeah. State school. What?
I was going to read about 10 poems, 10 minutes, but this is the second to last one, you guys. After me, it's just Erica. And then we're going to see Rioter at Hotel Utah. Yeehaw! Dancing. So I'm going to read you some less poems than I had originally planned, but some poems from my collection of survival poems with titles appropriated from the Worst Case Scenario Survival Handbook. The first one is called How to Control a Runaway Camel. It's new. I haven't edited it, so if I stumble, you'll know why. How to Control a Runaway Camel. Name your camel Alexander the Great, Charlie, Honey Baby, or Cherry Apple Bend Over Surprise. Ownership begins with a name. Wrap your legs around the beast and dig your fingers into the brittle earth of its mane, coarse as a tongue. Learn how to say yes and no. Pay attention to the motion of sea in your hands, dry, folding, and folded as a paper bird. Say to yourself, practice makes permanent. Your camel reeks of damp, socks and urine, leftover laundry, after you fall out of love. Never tell Charlie where you are going. Remember, the ride is a game. You must chase the one who runs. Run from those who chase. Woo! How to smoke a cigar. Rough the edges, steamy as gravel, your voice smoke blue, graphite soft, a rain-slicked city. Focus your mouth, the lips are key. Unhinge your wicked daydreams. Let your teeth graze and your breath breathe. Head back, adjust your hat. Your heat a small fever, beating like a sun. Stained fingers taste tobacco and earth, tiny lessons of adulthood. Your journey maps the body, unfurling its ghosts, shadow ballerinas, twirling for no one. How to fend off a shark. Wet fists in your eyes, the thump of undrumming, a figure in your peripheral vision. Here is the rind of night, facing off on a rock of ice, nightgown whipping, ragged around your thighs. Because silence is an expression of fear. Unwave that flag, unsmoke that cigarette, unfuck that friend. These desperate little fistfuls of defiance. This jazz song does not belong to you. Warm, the sensation of sleep. Threadbare, the quality of wishing. Because police are at your door again. This wrecking ball in your bedroom. This fresh fountain of silver in your hair. Blue, the function of smoke. Rumpled, the flavor of resistance. There are things that vanish unexpectedly. The stone talisman you carried for luck. Photographs burned in a fire. Bewildered, the pillow of regret. Because our experiences overlap. Bodies at rest. Hoarding dreams like stolen rainwater. How to detangle a bird caught in your hair. First, you have to have hair. This trend toward baldness negates the problem. Once you have grown a luscious mane, gather images on your lion tongue. Ripe peaches, sizzle of bacon, crisp campfire scent of an almost winter night. Handful of rain, or feathers, or marbles, the details of sunset, sand, and fast cars. Weave your materials carefully. Remember that birds like shiny things. The colors and flavors you choose may affect the type of bird you can lure into your hair nest. It helps to know what you're looking for. The hummingbird is popular due to its size and general friendliness. The swan is elegant but angry. Loons, pelicans, and ostriches are obviously to be avoided. With patience, you will eventually find a bird snarled in your hair. It might not be the bird you initially had in mind, but give it some time. This one might surprise you. Protect your eyes and face as you attempt to pet the iridescent feathers of your albatross or owl. Avoid wearing a hat. In the event that you tire of this entanglement, the following options are available. 1. Tenderly cut the bird away, like a piece of gum from a child's hair. 2. Start a small fire on the back of your head and begin to run. How to land a plane. It's the small things that hold us. Handcuffs and leftover puzzle pieces, names like fences that keep us home. Always the stories are about freedom, how to disentangle, how to unglue. You are a kite on a frayed string. You are breakfast every morning. You are the voice of your mother quietly unscrewing the light bulb. You are the dog barking at strangers and skateboards. The city still beats at the heart of you. But the music of longing is melancholy. How can this grasping gesture reconcile the notion of impermanence? The door is open, and you can see the bright invitation of sun and sky. You are drawn to motion.